This is Yerushalmi Berachos Daf Ayin, according to the article of other pagination, and it's Daf Nun and the Vilna pagination, and I'm going to take it from the Mishnah on the bottom of Samach Ches Amud Beis, because we're almost start just right away with the Gemara. So let's go back to the Mishnah, Halacha Zayin. Hevila Maliach B'tchila. They brought you something salty at the beginning. Okay, what I just said, B'tchila, at the beginning, is not Pashut. As I mentioned yesterday, the Gersos, and here the Gersos is B'tchila, in the Bavli, and the Gersos is Techila, without the base. And we'll come back when we start Gemara. Pass mother break the bread with it, Mevarach on Maliach, you make a bracha on the Maliach, let's say the herring. We'll put that as a pass, it exempts the bread, Shapas Felo, because the bread is subordinate to the herring. Zakal Jan Pitzel Koshu Ikar Yemot Fela, when there's something which is primary and something subordinate to it, you make a bracha on the primary and you put this at Fela, and then that exempts the subordinate or secondary food. Says the Gemara, Rabbi Shmuel Manach B'Shem Rabbi Yisrael, Masnit Shelo Lamdu Sudas Melachim. This Mishnah is before they learned about the meals of kings. A place where they make the herring, assuming it's herring, any salty food, primary. Place where they don't make it primary, that's not the case, obviously not the case our Mishnah is talking about. So the Nesivos Yerushalayim says that the Pshat Yerushalmi is that when it says B'tchila in the Mishnah, it means B'tchila before they learned Sudas Malachim, and as we shall see in the Pnei Moshe, that's going to our Gerson Yerushalmi B'tchila. But the Mishnah in the Brashah and Bavli says Hibil Liach Techila, and this happens sometimes. The Mishnayos are different in their Gersos in the Bavli and Yerushalmi, and sometimes it's also significant. It says according to Girsa and the Bavli, I mean Tchila is going obviously on when they brought the herring to the table, but the Mishnah is talking about where the Mishnah is about before they learned how the regal meals go, and before regal meals they would bring the maliach first, it doesn't look like the Bavli that the Maliach was eager because they're eating peros kinosar, very, very sweet fruit, and they had to counterbalance that because before they learned how to eat suswachim, they weren't eating the sweet fruit either. They didn't have so much sweet fruit because that's part of the part of, if not the primary part of what the Sudas Malachim is, the indulgence in these delicacies. So the Bavli learns about Olchei Piros Dinasar, and they're both there. That's when they bring Maliach Tchila. The Shama said about where they're not Olchei Piros Dinasar because they didn't yet learn about Piros Dinasar and how you incorporate it in a meal. So therefore, the Maliach was brought Tchila not because of Piros Dinasar, but rather because of what? So the Ephraim says a fascinating thing. The Ephraim says that this is probably refers to although he didn't find anybody say this, refers to the Maisa and Kiddushin Samach Vav, where Yanei HaMelech conquered 60 cities. When he came back, he was very happy. He said, when our forefathers were poor and they were building Beis Hamikdash, they ate a herring. So too, we are going to eat herring. So because Rashi says, Zecher la'oni avosenu, commemorate the poverty of our ancestors. Okay, so Rashi there says meluchim are vegetables, not salty stuff like herring. But the point is the same. I mean, if we learn meluchim there, the same we learn here, so then it comes out very nicely. In other words, before they learn about Sudas Malachim, at the time they came back from the Bil Bayesheni, they were eating meluchim. And that's all they really had to eat. So the meluchim when they ate the meluchim, whatever little bread they had was tafel to the meluchim, which is the primary part of the meal. Later on, when they learned how to eat Sudas Malachim. So then other parts of the meal became Ikar, and the bread Mimela took the primary pride of place because it was the way to start a meal with an elaborate meal. But beforehand, the bread was subordinate to the maliach, which was really what they were eating at the meal. Okay, that's a very interesting and nice analysis. And the Bnei Moshe says something similar. Let's to see it inside. Ad shalom to sudas malachim shelo yirgim lachol mu'amadayim. They wouldn't eat delicacies. V'ikar sudas medar maliach. The main part of the suda was something salty. Called dogim muchim, like herring, chayitzeben, etc. Lahen amru, it should be lachen probably amru shamaliach leikar. The maliach is primary. Shelo yochlim papas kimat. They only eat a little bit of bread. The takim meviam in order to fix in their mouths. Hamaliach the saltiness. Hamokim she'nosim ikar midvar meluchim. The place where you don't make the herring primary, that's not the topic of, that would not be the topic of our Mishnah. Okay, Rabbi Shem Rav said, Pita upor, says the Moshe Lefana pas, umin ma'achol shosim mipuria pas. You have bread and something made of bread crumbs, or matzah meal. Called Mishem Echetzibo. So you need to get it with oil. Butter into a lechem, and they no longer have the countenance of bread. So, Omra Pirur, but Makom shows us a pure equal. You can say the bracha on the Pirur in a place where that Pirur that is primary. But the place where the Pirur is not equal, Lobada, that would not apply. So, it's kind of strange because bread should always come first, we think, right? So, why here would not be first? Peter Porrer, he wants to say, the Chareim wants to say that the Porrer is something which is like salty, which makes more sense, it would seem. Because that means that, but still, not sure. It's a very difficult thing to understand. What was the last one I'll say? Anything? Yeah, Peter Porco, Machos Coin, Por Migis, Ochim Passimo. You have Ikar Por in a Pass. Okay? So, again, he's only learning similar to the Charedim. And, fine. Don't have anything better. Rabbi Shimon Lakish said, Shkizmi Upita. Shkizmi also evidently is type of food, which is eaten with bread. And Malcolm shows him it says Shkizmi Ikar. When you make the Shkizmi primary, you make the bracha Shkizmi. Malcolm says Shkizmi Ikar, but you don't make the Shkizmi primary, Lo Bada, you make the bracha on the bread. Halacha Ches. Let's listen. Achal Teinim Rimonim, eat figs, grapes, pomegranates. Baruch Shlosh brachos. You make 3 brachos. Dimran Gamliel. You hold a bench on them. Bracha Chas Mein Shlosh. You make the abbreviated bracha al eitz for priya eitz. Hadikimar feel achal shelek mumazono. If you cooked vegetable and that's your primary meal, then the Baruch Shlosh brachos. You make the bench. Somebody who drinks water because they're thirsty. Or mashakol ne'abidvaro. Rabbi Tarfon Meir Burning Fashos Darbos Chasanan. He what Talmud said beforehand. He would say the Burning Fashos, not like us, but made other beforehand. Says the Gemara, Rabbi Sim B'Shem Rabbi Tidai B'Shem Yeshua Achal B'Mizrach Shalteina. You ate on the east side of the fig tree. But Achal B'Marav, and then you want to go eat on the west side of the fig tree. So you need a new bracha because you were Yishana Moko. When you Yishana Moko, you have to make a new bracha. This is Yishana Moko. Amar Abba Baravuna Amar. It's Yain Yoshan, Yain Chodesh Tzarich Levarich. If you have old wine and then new wine, you have to make a bracha on the new wine. And Shinu Yain, but if you're switching wine laterally, we're assuming that the new wine is better when the Yain Yoshan and Chodesh. They're switching wine laterally, and Tzarich Levarich. And you don't have to make a bracha. I assume we're talking about Atova Meitiv. I think Chaverim says it explicitly. It's a different shatim. Okay, but we're assuming here that he's not changing places. Because next line, he see a daito, if you get distracted, Kamisha Ushish changing welcome, then it's as if you change places, and then you have to make a new Bori Priya Gofen. Rabbi, Rabbi, on each barrel, he would say that they brought him to make a bracha. What would he say? It's a group of Shem Rabbi, it's a great same Rabbi said, Baruch Atov HaMeitiv, which you make when new wine is brought out. But no, he made a party. Evidently, the chasla for Shimon and Sarah. Each and every barrel he opened up, make a bracha. And he would say, Chamra Tov L'Chaye Rabban Abanu Talmideim. This is it's kind of a toast that the good wine goes to the rabbis and their students, or some from the party. Somebody drinks water for when he's thirsty. Chutzi made the karim. This is besides made the karim, which is a water which you evidently causes you to it's a laxative, and you don't drink it for because you're thirsty. You drink it too because you're irregular. This is if you're really thirsty, and you made the Kohen because you're really thirsty, so you make a mashakol anyway. Made the Kohen ma'omer. If you're drinking this made the Kohen, this piercing water, what do you say? Baruch Shabara Refuah. Blessed is Baruch created waters of healing. It's not clear if we make a shame of Malchus, probably not. East Haitai made the Kohen. Some say that it's made the Kohen. It's East Haitai made the Kohen, palm water. Mana made the Kohen shem doikris amara. They pierce the bile, and I guess allow you to go to the bathroom. Mana made the Kohen shem yotzim mibein shnei the Kohen. They come out from the two palm trees. So we're inside of my Gemara here. Maybe it's a remes to Gehenna. In other words, you undergo Gehenna. It's like the day before colonoscopy. You undergo Gehenna when you have this water, which evidently cleanses you out. Because it says that the opening to Gehenna is between two palm trees. So maybe that's a reference. Maybe. Okay. Hadron Alach Ketzam Milwaukee. Next parak. Three people ate together. They have to make a zimun. And Meiser Rishon, which Truma has been taken. Trumas Meiser, Meiser Sheni Hektish Niftu, Hajeni and Hektish which have been redeemed. Vasham Shol Gezais, Vasham Shitz Gezais, Vakuti, and the Samaritan. Mizan always speak about this main zimun. If you ate thing which is absolutely not no chumas might take it off. Achal u'mais rishon ate shlon no chumas ate mais rishon which chuma not been taken off. Mais rishon hektish lo niftu. Mais rishon hektish which are not redeemed. But shamash achal pachas mikazayis. Shamash ate less kazayis. V'nochri and a non-Jew aims on love. Oh, there's no zimun. And now we're way into Ein Aleph. So of course this is the place to stop for today.